This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. We bring to you on the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast short business episodes, short private equity episodes, interviews with brilliant private equity and business colleagues, and sometimes what we call body of life episodes. And this is one of those. Today's discussion is Brent Lambert, rest in peace, a great mentor, a great leader. So here's the discussion today. Dr. Brent Lambert was one of the greatest people I ever had the chance to work with and to learn from. He sadly passed away this past week. He was one of the finest people and leaders I ever had the chance to work with. He was one of the founders of a company called Ambulatory Surgical Centers of America. It was founded by him, George Violin, Dr. Violin, Tom Bombardier, Dr. Tom Bombardier. They were one of the original founders of a really successful surgery center company. Brilliant ophthalmologist from all different walks of life, the three of them who founded this together. Dr. Lambert himself had lost an eye to cancer, or could no longer really practice medicine, ended up having a second career. He was a Harvard medical graduate, having a second career in business that was second to none. He was incredibly brilliant, showed great perseverance, had incredible charisma. He was giving and he was stern. He let you know when you did something wrong, but he was also one of the funniest people that I ever knew. His word itself was better than any contract. When I was a younger professional, originally building a law practice and then building a media company, he was my biggest and earliest supporter. It meant a ton to me. Not only was he a big and early supporter, he was so good at what he did and so bright that when he started to use us for everything as a law firm and then as a media firm, essentially that was a signal to the rest of the industries that we were good to work for. He had an incredible impact on my entire career and my entire success. I owe so much of it to him. He was proud to be a leader in his church, incredibly proud to be so, but he had the grace to welcome everybody from all walks of life, whether you were of a different religion, whether you had a different lifestyle, whatever it was, he was the very best and he welcomed you in. He leaves so many people behind that he had such a huge impact on. The ones I think about all the time are his son, Luke Lambert. I know all of the rest of his kids as well, who are all fantastic. Luke I had the chance to work so closely with. Jeff Payo, his stepson, Rob Westergaard, his son-in-law. So many people I had a chance to work with through Brent Lambert, through Dr. Lambert. Again, today's episode, it's not your typical episode. It's a rest in peace episode to Dr. Brent Lambert. I loved him and one of the favorite people I ever had a chance to work with, an incredible leader and person. Thank you for listening to this Body of Life episode on the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Thank you very much.